Hi everyone, Anthony here with Ace's Adventures, and welcome to the West. More specifically, welcome to Gallup, New Mexico. This is the Rio West Mall, and boy, oh boy, was this a cool place to visit. The aesthetics, as you can already tell, are extremely vintage. Hashtag vintage aesthetics. I hope you all are staying safe and well during this pandemic. It appears that we are on the upswing and things are looking better, but still just taking it step by step. So this mall, I looked and I looked and I looked, and I even asked my Western partner, Eric from Retail Archaeology, who provided me with a link, but I could not find much of anything about this mall at all. So I'm just going to give you the brief parts of information that I have about the mall, and if you, I'm sure as many of you locals will eventually end up commenting as to, fill in the gaps of some things that I may be missing. So, having said that, this mall actually opened in 1980, and it is 514,000 square feet. The current owners, as far as the article goes, again, correct me if I'm wrong, are Cushman and Wakefield, and it is anchored by a JCPenney and a Beal's, which is kind of like a Bon-Ton Penny, similar concept. However, as you're going to see in a little bit, the Beal's is currently closing, and probably by this point has closed. I wanted to throw in some brief pieces of information about the Gallup area. One interesting thing to note was that Gallup is home to a pretty famous hotel that's along Route 66, and unfortunately, because I had heard rumors in Arizona in the Painted Forest that they were the police and just the bordering patrols or whoever that would be were stopping and even trying to detain some passengers and travelers that were traveling through the state. So that spooked me enough to the point where I was on a Route 66 trip at the time and surely could not afford to be stopped for 2 weeks when I was trying to get across the whole country in over a week. So I was very careful about where I stopped, but I was able to get to this property and the Cottonwood Mall in Albuquerque, which you're going to see very soon. So having said that, I mentioned that I wanted to talk about a couple things about the Gallup area that I found of interest. So Gallup is actually home to a substantial Native American population, and the city was actually founded in 1881 as a railhead for the Atlantic and Pacific Railroads, and it was named after David Gallup, who was a paymaster for the railroad, and it is on the trails of the ancient byway, also known as Route 66, and one of the designated New Mexico scenic byways. And because of the rugged terrain that it has, actually was a popular location for a lot of Hollywood westerns back in the 40s and 50s. So maybe like John Wayne and those kind of folks frequented these lands. This is a absolutely beautiful part of the country, and even though this video is about the mall, I thought it was important to tell you about this area in particular. There is it's like a antique slash rest stop slash tourist attraction kind of place that is right on the border of Arizona and New Mexico nearby here. And in my Route 66 video towards the end, you will notice a side by side shot. So I took my best friend to California, which had just finished college, and we traveled across the United States in 2004. So I was 21 years of age, and we did a cross-country trip in a 1992 Pontiac Grand Am, and I stood in the same spot on this Route 66 trip that I stood 16 years ago. So kind of a cool little side-by-side, me being in the same place 16 years apart. But I digress. That's about it, really. Like I said, I don't have much information on this property. The one thing I will mention is that Eric kind of said the same thing in his video on this place a while ago. Is from an occupancy standpoint, this mall does not look like your typical dead mall. But it's my opinion that it is dying. It's just dying a slow death, and I was told by some people that I talked to there that this place does still get busy on the weekends, but it obviously has its fair share of struggles. So, having said that, enjoy the rest of the tour. There is much more content coming soon. I'm headed to Vermont this weekend to film some content to show you guys, and I still have a handful of places from Route 66 to show you. So please make sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm extremely active on Instagram and post daily pictures, and the handle is Ace's Adventures 1, as it is also on Twitter. Check out the Dead Malls of Discord, hashtag DMod, where a lot of us creators hang out and chat, play games, all that fun stuff, and it's a place to get a little more personal with me and some fellow creators. This is Anthony with Aces Adventures. Everybody enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll be back soon with more Dead Mall content.